Hello, wonderful Sagittarius people. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I want to thank you all. I want to thank you for all of the love and support that you all gave me for booking readings, for subscribing, for giving the thumbs up, for your wonderful messages and testimonials, for how the videos resonated with you. I want to thank you for coming back. For those of you who saw the videos from and who were on the page from, thank you all so much. The month of June was the first month that I actually started posting videos, and I got a big warm welcome from Sagittarius, and it means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate you guys, and I know that you're here for your general reading for the month of July, so I don't want to babble on too much. I want to go ahead, get to the point, and let's get your reading started. Okay, Sagittarius, during prayer and meditation over your reading, I laid out the foundation of your reading here, but during that meditation, I saw some people in a forest. It wasn't a lot of people, it was like a handful of people. It was raining. Everything was like wet and damp, but there was like sun coming, peeking down through, into the forest. So the sun was coming out. It was like kind of like the sun after a storm or shower, whatever, rain shower, and that's what it looked like. That's what it felt like. But nevertheless, everything was still wet, and these people are trying to get out of this forest. Their clothes are wet. There's like, rain on them, and they're not like really, really soaked, but they're definitely wet. The clothes are damp and kind of wet, and they're desperately trying to get out. They have some folks have sticks and they're like beating down like leaves and like branches trying to make a way through because there was no clear path. So they're moving around and trying to get through, and there's like the feeling of frustration, feeling trapped, wanting to desperately get out of this situation so that you can go wherever you were going or get out of however you got in the forest in the first place. But that's the feeling that I got from it. It was like a trapped feeling, trapped and feeling desperate. I don't know what this means for you, Sagittarius. I don't know how this resonates in your life, but as I was putting this spread down and I looked on the bottom of the deck, I could see, what it means to me from the vision that I saw. Intuition's, telling me this is it. This is like confirmation of what I saw. So I'm going to kind of like weave it into the reading a little bit, and you let me know if it resonates with you, if it means anything to you, if I'm on point. Hey, send me a message or something. Tell me. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I normally read from the bottom of the deck, as well as the main part of the reading, because it tells me what the main idea is within the reading, and it also gives me a little bit more about your history. It tells me a little bit more about what it is you've gone through, what it is you be trying to hide, because you're not ready to deal with it, and you don't want everybody to see it. You don't want everybody to see your vulnerability. It also means, what's in your subconscious. That came to me today as well. Pardon me. Something in the subconscious. So let's get to it. You have the Two of Wands in the upright position. This is your energy, Sagittarius. It is the energy of the fire sign. The wands represent fire. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo represents passion, creativity, determination. The Two of Wands, there's this man literally standing before a crossroads. He's standing before, two pillars, two wands, and it looks like he's trying to make a decision. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? If you notice, there are like bushes on the bottom of this card. So to me, it looks like he's coming out of the woods or out of the bushes. Might not be like a deep rainforest, but some woods, some confusion, some frustration. It looks like this man made it out of that vision that I saw. He made it out. He found the robe, and then there's like two. There's split. So he's trying to figure out, okay, which road do I take now that I've gotten out of that situation? This is what spirit is telling me. This is what I'm feeling, what I'm getting. Okay, do you see that again? Do you get that? Is that you, Sagittarius? Is that something you've gone through, something you're going through right now? I'm going to go a few cards beneath the Two of Wands and see what we've got going on. All right. I'm going to stop right here. Actually, I'm going to pick up one more card because this matches the one in your near past. Okay. This gives me a little bit more background as to what's going on with some of you guys. You have the Five of Cups in the upright position, the Fool in the upright position, the Moon in the upright position, King of Swords. I'm going to put those to the side a little bit. Two major events happen somewhere in your past, or what it is you want to hide. Two major events happen, and you have some supporting cards around those major events. Five of Cups, there was a loss of some sort, an emotional loss maybe in a relationship or something, because it deals with the emotions. It's the card of the of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And then you have the Fool, someone stepping out on faith after they've mourned, after they've gone through some heartache, some pain of loss. They're taking a leap of faith. They're going back out there with the Fool. But then there's the Moon following the Fool. The Moon is about something hidden, something mysterious, something the unknown, something that's not clear. It could also mean something deceptive. And then following that is the King of Swords. This is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Moon is Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got some water energy and some air energy over here. This looks to me, it feels like to me that you had some sort of loss in your personal life. Some of you had loss in your personal life. You took a chance to start something new, to get back on your feet, literally get back on your feet. Go out on a limb, trust your faith, and try it again. However, there was some uncertainty about the path. There was something you could not see, something that you didn't know. You didn't have all of the information that you needed to really press forward. Looks like the King of Swords came in. This could be a situation. It could be a person. It could be a mate. It could be a friend. It could be a legal advisor, some sort of advisor who is in a position of decision making over your life, over circumstances with your life. And this person brought some clarity to a situation. This person stepped in. This is for some of you. This person stepped in and made the path clear for you. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, because for some, it's going to differ. It could be the clarity of, whatever this personal thing is you lost. I don't know what you were taking a chance with. Some of you were taking a chance. You can apply it to however it fits in your life. Okay. Some of you could have taken a chance with this sword, with this King of Sword, in a relationship, although things weren't quite clear. You took a chance anyway. Well, you said, well, I don't know everything about him or her, but I'm going to take a chance and get to know him or her anyway. I'm not quite certain of how this is going to go, but I know that I can't stay stuck in the past and mourn forever. I must move on. No, I don't have all of the facts for every little situation about life. I don't know everything. I'm never going to know everything there is to know. So, I'll take a chance. The truth will come out anyway, no matter what the situation is. The truth will come out. I trust. I trust, and I have faith that I will be guided through the darkness, with light shining, and I'll be guided, and the truth will come out about him or about the situation. So it all depends. Then for some of you, you move past this situation with the swords. Could be legal, it could be a person, it could be a relationship. This person gave you strength because you've got the Leo card here, you've got the lion, you've got strength, stepping into your personal power and courage. This person came in with clarity, probably communication, conversation, showing you some facts about things, help you make some decisions with something in your life, getting it back together, possibly legal decisions. And this person, helped you step into your power, help you step into some real confidence that you probably once had before you got the Five of Cups. You got to this point with the Five of Cups. So this person helped wake you up again with your sister sign energy, that fiery Leo. Then there was celebration. There was celebration for some of you after you stepped into your full power. Celebration for something that good came out of the situation in the past, or some answers that you got from your King of Swords here, some clarity to say, yes, we're going to tie up legalities. We're going to get all of this together. We're going to help you. I'm going to help you so that you can move on and start your life all over again. You celebrated. You were finally able, some of you celebrated, some of you were finally able to get to that point of the Two of Wands where you could actually start rebuilding. Make a choice, pick a direction, and start rebuilding. Because the King of Swords stepped in to help you clear that path. Maybe you needed him or her to sign some sort of document, legal document of some sort. I don't see any pentacles over here. I don't see any money over here. So, I can't say whether it's investments, the purchase of something or whatever. But it could be. It could be. It just all depends on how this plays out in your life. For some of you, it will be you getting together with the King of Swords and, forming a relationship. And this person gives you strength and courage as a partner. Leo and an air, like an air sign. You could be with an air sign or you could be with a Leo. It doesn't so much feel like Pisces though, but it could be a water sign too. Apply it however it works into your life, but nevertheless, this is telling a story about the possibilities of how you got to this point of starting over. And you being in the beginning stages of rebuilding, because it's a 2. You're just trying to pick which way to go. Okay, I have these wands. I have this opportunity. Now, what do I do with it? What am I going to build with it? Which road am I going to take? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I seek a career? Or do I start my own business? Do I go back to school to learn something totally new? Or do I advance education with what I already have? Something like that. Anyway, I don't want to be too long-winded. I know videos can be very long. I talk a lot. So I want to move you along. We're going to go a little bit further into your reading. Now we're going to get to like the foundation of your reading, the here and the now and the immediate past. In your center is you, Sagittarius, the Empress, in the upright position. The Hermit covers you in the upright position. The Hermit can either help you or hinder you. You got in your foundation the Three of Swords. In your near past, you have the Four of Cups in the upright position. What crowns you is the Justice card in the upright position. This is what's on your mind. This is what's in your spirit. And the Three of Swords is what is beneath you, what is on ground, what's tangible. In your immediate future, you have the Page of Cups that fell out sideways, and I left it. It didn't come in the upright position, and it didn't come in the reverse position. I left it because I want to get into that and what I tell you I'm feeling from this. Now, the Empress she's like the mother of all of the other women in the tarot deck. She embodies all of the elements. She embodies earth, air, fire, and water. She's like the mother of the four queens in the tarot deck, the four minor arcanas, the queen suit, those suits, and the queens, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. She's creative. She's about creativity. She's about fertility. She's about abundance and anything that you want in your life and bringing all of these things into fruition. She's also pregnant. Oh, I had to put that out there. Okay, for some of you, you'll be pregnant. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. If you don't know it yet, or some of you will be finding out soon if you're not already aware. But for some of you, it's pregnancy. You're pregnant, or you will have the birth of an idea, the birth of something. For some of you, you're not there yet, but this is what you want to be. Maybe you want to have you want to be in a position of being that, because it's like in the here and here, it's in the here and now, but then there's like something going into the future. So it'd be like a wish or something. But that's what I'm picking up for some of you. Although the star card isn't here, it's still something I'm kind of picking up. Maybe it's in the maybe this is you're in the process of doing this already. This is what I'm getting. The Hermit is right over you. The Hermit can either help you or hinder you. The Hermit can help you because the Hermit is the sign of the Virgo. It can help you because to create whatever it is you need to go within. You need to be introspective, come up with some answers to formulate a solution to something that you want to do. Sometimes you have to go deep inside to get the answers that you need to make the decisions that you have to make. You have to learn a little bit more. You have to go in and get seek knowledge and wisdom from within, from your experiences, or or seek knowledge from external sources as well. That can help you if that's what you need to do to move forward. It can also hinder you if you spend too much time inside. It can be a form of procrastination, like analysis paralysis, overanalyzing something, overthinking, doing it too much, spending so much time inside that you're not doing what you need to do on the outside, or you're not living on the outside. That's how it can hinder you, like self-sabotage, or thinking that you know too much. You're thinking that you know it all. You go inside, you become introspective, you gain knowledge internally and or externally, and you become a know-it-all. You know everything there is to know. So You're not open to learn anything else. That can be self-sabotage as well. But it depends on you and how this applies to you in your life. This is a general reading and it won't resonate with everybody, but it will resonate with some of you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. That's what I say. In your foundation is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about pain, it's about heartache. It can also be about internal illness with your organs, specifically your heart. Some of you could be having some heart trouble that you need to, get checked out. And it's like right here, it's like, at your feet, at your foundations, what you're dealing with on an everyday basis in life. You want to check into that. For some of you, your pregnancy may be at risk, and you definitely want to, look into that. Be aware of that. Check into it so that you won't suffer some loss if you are pregnant. So you want to kind of take preventative measures and be proactive and take a look at that. For some of you, you may have suffered a loss of a child, but it all depends on who this reading resonates with you and how it applies in your life. For some of you, this is, you're hurting in a relationship. For some of you, you're in a three-party relationship that you're either aware of and you're unaware of, or have the feeling that you are aware of it, which is why you're going inside. For some of you, you're trying to decide what to do. You may be pregnant, or you want to move forward and create more with this relationship. But you're heartbroken from a third party relationship. And the reason I'm bringing up third party relationships is because of the number of twos and threes I'm seeing. Normally when I see, like quite a few twos and threes, it indicates a third party situation in romance, or third party situation in you got the justice card here, or third party situation period, with family, friends, other people getting into your relationship and interfering, butting their heads in, their noses in where it doesn't belong. And that can also cause disruption, disharmony. It can also break up relationships or marriages. It's not always about cheating. Sometimes, that happens. Two cooks in the kitchen, two people in your business. In the near past, you got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is that is symbolic of the water signs, Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. It's about discontentment, boredom. It's about taking some time to evaluate. To me, it's also about taking a little time and evaluating a situation where you have an option. It also means, to me, it means not settling for something you don't want. So in the near past, some of you had you were at a point where you needed to make a decision about something in your life, and your options weren't what you wanted. So you kind of, you sat it out and you waited. You said, you know what? I see what options are. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not really interested. I am moving on. I'm still in the process of doing what I need to do, but this is not something I really want. What I chose down this road when I made that decision turned out to be something that I didn't really want. I drank from the other cups. I tried, I saw what was in the other cups, and I think I need to just, chill out for a few and let me evaluate this a little bit. It's kind of like the hangman energy, but not totally. You still want it, you still want what you want, but you don't, it's like you don't want to settle. For some of you, and I hate to say it, but for some of you, um, it's like not being grateful or not being thankful for what is offered to you, for what is before you, for the gifts that are coming into you, coming to you because you are used to receiving, or you're used to having, or you've gotten to that point where these cups are before you and they're offered to you, but you're not. You're kind of like how should I say? I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now. But you can't see the value in what what was coming to you. You can't really see that value yet. And that's what I'm getting. That's for some of you. But that's in the near past because you moved on to what's going on with you now. For some of you, you did accept that cup and got pregnant. You did accept the offer. You thought about it a little bit, got into a relationship, and you got pregnant with your mate, of course, because you can't do it by yourself. I'm being silly, I really am. But sometimes we need a little humor in life. Lord knows I got a lot of humor. But yeah, perhaps you're thinking about, what to do, how to move forward with this revelation of getting pregnant. Some of you got into a situation where you did say yes along this path. You were offered a cup of love, of promise, although you were apprehensive, because this is like about apprehension as well to me. Got into a situation where you got pregnant in an unhealthy relationship and you need to think about it. You need to go inside and think about it. Or some of you don't know that you're pregnant yet and you're about to find out and you're going to have to think about it. Maybe the situation that you got into in the past is turning out to be unhealthy. Maybe you knew it was unhealthy when you first got into it, or you're about to discover this. You're in this process of learning this. And why am I saying this? Because at your crown, once again, is justice. You want justice from a situation. And I have the feeling that this is your personal life, because I don't see any pinnacles over here to say, well, this is on the job. You chose a job that you really liked, a career that you thought was best for you. I can't, that's not what I'm seeing. So this is why I'm driving it home with the personal life. So far, I don't see money. Money come up a little bit. But so far, this is what I'm getting. You want justice. You want justice to be served. You're seeking justice. You're seeking justice. Let's see. You want justice from this painful situation that you're in. Or can we do it like this? You're in a situation that's painful, and you be pregnant, and you want justice. Maybe this person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing in your relationship or in your marriage. they're not giving you the support that you needed, or that maybe, we just don't know yet. And you're going inward right now because you don't know what to do yet. Or, it could just be heartbreak. You're in this process of putting your life together, and things aren't necessarily going the way that you want them to go, so you're hurt. For some of you, it's not about pregnancy, but about, your life and what you want to bring into fruition, what you want to create. Pardon me, I'm drinking some tea here. I'm a little thirsty. And you want justice from it, because how many times am I going to start over? Some of you are saying that, how many times am I going to get hurt? How many times do I have to start over? I've been hurt so many times in the past. I've been disappointed. I've gone out on a limb several times in the past in search of happiness. I've had happiness before. I had the courage to do it. I had happiness before. But I had to move on from some situations and start over. How many times am I going to have to do this? This is painful. What if I take this cup and get hurt again? Or I took this cup, got hurt, and now I need justice. Justice needs to be served. Some of you are with an air sign. You're having some issues with an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Sagittarius, in your near future, you have the Page of Cups. But it's sideways, like I was saying, it's sideways, going in this direction toward the future. The Page of Cups is a child. It's a child's energy. It's not always a child, but it could be the very beginning stages of a situation in your life too. It's not always a child. It's like the beginning stages after an opportunity starts. You get an opportunity, you get the Ace of Cups, and then you move over into the Page of Cups stage. So it's like an innocence. It's like a freshness. It's like having big bright eyes as a child. The way you see life, that energy that you had when you were young. The excitement, the anticipation of your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations. It's also about creativity, intuition, a child being very creative, intuitive, seeking like education, wanting to express themselves, being eager to learn, wanting to express, their love. In the near future, some of you are giving birth. Yeah, you are giving birth. Congratulations to some of you. You're going to have a child. For some of you, the Page of Cups isn't, because it's sideways, it's not quite between. It's like, how in the upright position, one way would be in the upright position or the reverse position. That's like the difference between, black and white, the opposites. In a horizontal position, it's like gray in between the black and white. It's like, gray matter. In between black and white, there's gray in life. And that's how I kind of see things. Not everybody thinks that way or believes that way, but there is. To me, there is. And this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm picking up. Some of you feel like you're ready for a new start in life in the upright position. New start. I'm gonna just start all over again. I want to go back to a time when I was young, you know, young at heart. I want to just start all over again. Start fresh. Start new. I want to feel alive again. I want to go out there with this new energy that I have and just start all over like I did when I was young. I want to recapture that feeling of I want to feel like a teenager again, like a, you know, for some of you, you feel like, I mean, for some of you, you'd be over enthusiastic. You'd be like, you could be um, drinking, overindulgence, and something socializing or drinking. Maybe, and it may be something that you're going through, but you're going through it alone. That's what I'm getting to. Perhaps a fresh idea, or a fresh new perspective for something that you want to do is on delay. It's not the right time or whatever, and that's in the reverse position. That would be like in that reverse position. Some of you be a little childish and not realistic about what it is you want to do, or what do you want to achieve, maybe within a timeline or something. And for some of you, you'd be caught in the middle and not knowing which way to go, because you're battling between both energies. So that's coming in the near future. You're not quite, you be battling with those two energies, with those two dynamics. Maybe some depression coming. We don't know yet. So we're going to clarify. I want to clarify a few cards here. Why is the Page of Cups in a horizontal position? Spirit, can you tell us why the Page of Cups is in a horizontal position? And can you tell us why the Page of Cups is here? What is this Page of Cups about? Spirit. For Sagittarius, can you tell us about this Page of Cups? Can you tell us why the Page of Cups is here? I've got the Five of Pentacles on top of the Page of Cups in a horizontal position. Oops. The Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold. It's about leaving a situation that no longer served you. You could be forced out. You could be leaving voluntarily. You could be picking up with your children, with your child, and having to move on. Can you give us more clarification? You have to leave a situation, Some of you have children. You have to leave a situation and become a single parent. Or some of you, or maybe a single parent, you have to move forward with your children from this situation, which is why you're seeking justice. Spirit, can you tell us why? Give us a little more clarification. This one wants to come up. Four of Swords in the upright position. Depression. Needing to rest from the situation. Needing to rest. Needing to, recuperate and rejuvenate. For some of you, You be you have to deal with some ill health, you know. There may be a loss of some sort. I'm having a feeling that it might be a baby, and you'll need to recuperate. So you want to, check into your body, Sagittarius. For you women out there, if you are pregnant or you're planning a pregnancy, please definitely look into that, because you have to move on. I don't want to see you guys get into a situation or be caught in a situation where you are dealing with some things that puts you in a compromising position. Because over here you've got the Five of Pentacles in the upright, the Four of Swords in an upright position, and you have the Tower in reverse. Tower in the upright position is like abrupt change, something happening, abruptly, something that you don't see coming, that changes the course of your life or your circumstances at that time and sets you on another course. But because it's in the reverse position, that tells me this is something that you may want to you put up resistance against, or you can kind of prevent this situation from happening by taking some action now, with like going to a doctor, getting rest during your pregnancy if you are pregnant, or you are having some health issues, getting some rest to prevent this. Maybe, just maybe, this is why the Page of Cups is in a horizontal position, because if you're pregnant, you can stop this catastrophe from happening. You can stop it or slow down the process, okay, by getting some rest, by taking action now. So this is kind of still in limbo. You can slow this down or stop it. If you need to leave a relationship that was unhealthy for you after you made a decision and did choose the cup, did choose to drink from the cup, if you take action now, maybe seek some legal advice, you can kind of slow this process down, or change the dynamics of it, so that this Four of Cups won't necessarily be in a reverse position, or you may be able to turn it back around in the upright position. What comes after? You know what? I want to pull from the Lenormand deck. That's what I want to do. Maybe the Norman. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? What is this situation about with the Page of Cups? What is this situation about with the Page of Cups? It's about the heart. Matters of the heart, meaning health or love. Maybe being overworked, having some problems with it. You need to strengthen your heart, because I have the whip next to the heart. So you need to strengthen it, and you need to work out or become stronger with something, rebuild. Yeah, healing. You've got the clover at the end of the heart and the whip. So whatever this heartache is, you see, whatever this heartache is, You can once again rebuild yourself and heal. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take some hard work to get yourself together. It's going to take some determination. It's going to take this, because to me this is like wand energy. That's excitement and sexuality and God, I'm being crazy. It's exciting, it's sexual, it's fiery, hard work, it's energy. It's also combative. like fire signs could be, like Sagittarius could be, you know. You'll stand up for your rights. You'll stand up for what you believe in, and you're fighters. But it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. It doesn't look bad. It just, some of these cards are about precaution. What is to come. And you apply it to however you like. For some of you, you're going to have some. You're going to have some love and sex and you're going to get something good out of it. It's going to be something that's good for you, lucky. For some of you, that's what this Four of Cups, that's what this Page of Cups is going to, what it's going into. That new start with someone that you fall in love with, and you're going to have some, hot sex and romance, and you're going to feel good about it. You're going to be lucky in love. This is going to be for some of you. But, for others, you want to watch this. The swords going through the heart. You want to watch this. Because this could be illness or heartbreak. Some of you are going to have some good luck in sex and all that good stuff over here. Hot, energetic, passionate sex. Probably, maybe with another fire sign. Because the clover is... See this here? I'm sorry. The club is actually, see that up there? The club is actually fire. That represents fire in the zodiac. So you want to watch it. You want to watch it. If you're having some health issues, seek some help. Go to a doctor, check into it, and you can turn this around. You can turn this end card around. You can stop it. You can stall it. You can stop that process. So in this situation, it'd be a good thing, especially if it's dealing with your health. However, if it's dealing with your love life and you need to get out of this situation, you don't want to stop this tower from coming. You don't want to do that. You don't want to prolong it. You want to go ahead and let it happen. And you want to turn this Page of Cups around over this so that you can mature a little bit and make more mature decisions, so that it won't turn in the reverse position and leave you with very childish decisions, or decisions you would have made like from the perspective of a very young person, I should say. But up here, he'll be growing a little bit more, growing from a situation, It depends, Sagittarius. I know that I, rambled on a lot of situations here, but there's just so many things that come up in a reading when I do this. So, when it's general, when when I'm doing a reading, and the reading for a client is when I'm doing a reading is for a client and it's more specific. So it's not as all over the place unless the person has a lot going on that he or she is dealing with. So that's something to think about. However, I certainly hope the best for you, no matter which position you're coming up with. Some of you are going to be making a lot of money. I just happen to look at that. Some of you are filled with emotions, going to be making a lot of money, because you didn't have any Pentacle cards that came up, but that's what's showing me. More emotions, you're going to be making some money. I want to close out this reading with looking into what Spirit has. I'm going to sprinkle a little love into your reading and messages from Spirit. I also want to let you know that I will be doing love readings as well. That's coming up in July. So please, if you're interested, I know that a lot of people love readings. So check back with me. Probably around the middle of the month. I'm going to try and have those out by the middle of the month. And tell me what you see. Tell me what well, not tell me what you think, or come back. Maybe leave some suggestions for me, or requests. If that's something that you want, say, yeah, Summer, please, do some love readings. But I'm kind of putting that out there right now because that's what I plan to do. Nature. Spirit. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius as we close out this reading? What other messages do you have for Sagittarius as we close out this reading? Cleanse. You need healing. I've got nature and cleanse right next to it. You need physical and emotional healing. I don't even have to. Emotional and spiritual healing, aura healing. And I'm not even reading the cards, I'm just looking at them. So I want you to, for you ladies, please get to a doctor, as soon as you can, if possible, and check on that. Get your pregnancy tests done. Look at your reproductive organs. Check your heart. Get a physical. Try to eat better, or incorporate more fruit and vegetables into your diet. Exercise if you're in the proper condition to do so. Get out in nature. Get out in nature as well, and get out in nature and absorb the air, absorb the ground, absorb all that is around you. I know when I go outside and get fresh air and just walk around a bit, and I don't even have to have a purpose, just do it. It feels so good. I feel so alive. I have a new perspective on things when I come back. My mind is clear when I go for a walk. My mind is clear when I go to the park. I come back and I just feel so much better. I pre-shuffle these cards in the reading before I started the reading, by the way, and I already cut them. So I just want to kind of do this one more time. What love messages do you have for Sagittarius? Opportunity beckons. Some of you, this is your energy. This is emotions. Here, these are the cups. We've got this 4 again, and you're not accepting, ready to accept an offer. Which one is this? What is this? New vitality came in the reverse position, and embrace is on the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius, your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean your house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Cleanse with water. Some of you, go to the ocean, go to the beach, get inside that water and cleanse your aura. If you can't do that, cleanse with a like a salt bath. Get some sea salt, put it inside of a nice warm tub, and just cleanse. Epsom salt is good too. You can cleanse your body like that. You can cleanse your aura. Cleanse the energy around you. Maybe sage your home as well. Get some, like some lavender, some white sage, and or some seagrass sage. You know, seagrass sage creates harmony in the air in your environment to bring in positive energy, um, while white sage flushes your home and your environment out of the negative energy. It cleanses it. It cleanses it really good, and your home feels really good. But that sea sage helps to bring the positive energy in. And maybe get the two of them, and then of course maybe get some lavender. Put a little lavender oil or something in your bath. It's soothing, it's relaxing, it's harmonious, it creates harmony. Get some lavender um, candles, cleanse, so that you can turn this opportunity around, because it's in the reverse position. You have an opportunity for a new start, an opportunity for vitality to enter your life. And this is like the Ace of Wands. This is fire energy, okay, for Sagittarius. But it's in the reverse position, so that new opportunity be stalled, it not be coming in yet. That new opportunity for love in your life, whether that's love of self, love of, in a relationship, love with family. Because this deck isn't necessarily about romance, it's about love and relationships in general. But we apply it to however it fits in our life. You want to cleanse, go out into nature so that you can heal and reconsider an offer that be coming in. Okay? Because these two cards go together, and you can turn this opportunity up, right side up, and make it work for you. But right now you're not ready, which is why you're turning it down, because you need to maybe spend some time alone, heal and cleanse your body. This is what I'm getting from this. If this is love, if this is a new passion, something in your life that brings you passion, you can turn this around, but you must heal. Okay? Sagittarius, I hope this reading did something for you. I hope it resonates with you somehow. And I hope I was able to reach you. Definitely. Please like is for Facebook. Give me the thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends if something, they can get something out of this video. Share, and if you feel like you need a personal reading, then reach out to me. Let me know. Send me an email. The email is in the description box, and we will definitely connect. In the meantime, don't be afraid to pull it all together. You have the world at your hands, literally. You have the power to manifest whatever it is you want. So embrace this moment. Embrace this time of change in your life. The possibilities of change, and how you can be an agent of your own change. You don't have to be, someone who's a victim of change, but you can be an agent of change in your own life. Someone who's proactive about it, Get yourself together and go out there in the world. Take the world by storm. Okay, Sagittarius, this concludes this reading once again. And I have to go now. Sending you plenty of love, light, and wishes for healing. Take care.